This is PlayStation Plus or Minus for the January 2018 Vita Cross-Buy games, Uncanny Valley and Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness. And apologies, I'm getting over a little bit of a cold here, so sorry if I sound a little extra stuffy or tired. That's just, that's how it is. Anyway, we're gonna get this one out of the way quick. Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness. The Psycho-Pass universe. It's a futuristic place where a person's mind can be so precisely measured that the government knows when you're probably going to commit a crime. So they send agents like nondescript anime woman number 563 to sort it out. Hijinks and conspiracies and intrigue ensue, blah blah blah. Okay. I've never seen the Psycho-Pass anime. I've heard it's good, so if visual novels are your thing and you like Psycho-Pass or whatever, I guess go ahead and play this. Beyond that, the most notable thing I think about this game is that it normally costs $40 freaking dollars. $40 for a book with voice acting. Psycho-Pass Mandatory Happiness obviously gets a minus from me. It's just not my thing. So with that out of the way, we can talk about Uncanny Valley, which is a much more interesting game. That doesn't mean it's necessarily a good game, but I'm getting ahead of myself. 2015's Uncanny Valley is a 2D horror game with multiple endings and a lot of unstated choices and puzzles. You play as a security guard for an abandoned robotics facility, and you mostly walk around while spooky things threaten to happen. The game runs on a very short nightly cycle. You get a few minutes each night to explore before having to go back and sleep, or you'll pass out at work. I like the sense of urgency the time limit gives you, but it's really just way too short to get anything of consequence done on the first playthrough, which is probably one of the main reasons Uncanny Valley encourages multiple plays. A lot of the story is found through reading old emails and listening to audio logs, and weirdly enough, this was the stuff that was really fascinating to me. You'll read an email from someone and see, oh hey, it says here they left something in this room on this floor, maybe I can go check that out. Or, you know, you can figure out the combination for this guy's safe from reading one of his emails, and oh, now I just need to go and find the key. This stuff is what got me engaged with the game, because for the first half, the spookiest things are the dream sequences, which did a pretty damn good job of surprising and scaring me, and a couple of events in the first few nights are also a little spooky. The second half, however, is where the game simultaneously gets going and also kind of falls apart. I've got no problem with trial and error, but not when an error is gonna kill me and make me replay the entire game. Combat is extremely awkward, and it's likely you'll die and get a bad ending even if you have a decent idea of what you're trying to do. Overall, I think I like a lot of the things that Uncanny Valley tried to do, like having a story that unfolds based on not just explicit yes or no decisions, but also how good you are at putting together clues and figuring out what to do. That's really cool to me. Not a lot of games will change the story based on your skill at the game. That's practically the sole reason I still consider Heavy Rain to be a good game. But it really falls apart in the execution. The choices are way too punishing since you'll have to replay quite a bit to get back and make the right choice. And plus the reveal of what's actually going on at the facility is a little too easy to guess and really not all that interesting. There's some great pixel art, but as many have said before, the text is extremely hard to read. In this font, an M and an H look almost identical, so even just reading the game becomes a challenge. Uncanny Valley, it's hard for me to decide here because I really did get about 2 hours of genuine enjoyment and was completely fascinated by this game for that time. But after that, it fell apart, and it fell apart pretty damn hard. I'm gonna go ahead and give Uncanny Valley an extremely tentative plus. I'd say this one is worth checking out. It's worth taking a look, but honestly, don't set your hopes too high. This one's not gonna set your world on fire. It's interesting though. So that's gonna do it for me for this episode of PlayStation Plus or Minus. Let me know what you guys thought of the games. I'm curious to know what everyone else thought. Whether you agree or disagree with me, I'd love to hear. I have quite a few different series I make on this channel, so go ahead and check those out. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, etc. Do the YouTube things, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.